What's going on, people? Urson here. Welcome back to another video. Yes, in today's video, we're going to be doing a tier list of every player that has been linked with a move to Arsenal. Some are transfer rumours, some are about to sign for Arsenal pending the medical. Others are where we are in talks. There's a release clause available, and there's a couple of bonus ones in there which we would like to sign / avoid. I've put it into 5 different categories: dream signing, very good, meh, uninspiring, and stay away / prove me wrong. But yes, if you are new, please hit the subscribe button. We recently hit 800. That'd be great, and I appreciate you guys if you keep watching the video for my extensive ball knowledge. The transfer window has opened. It's been open for a week and a bit. Man City are set to sign Ryan Nuri, Ryan Cherky, Tijani Reinders, and I'm completely jealous of that. Meanwhile, Liverpool are set to sign Gyokeres and Florian Wirtz, having already signed Jeremy Frimpong. And it's got me thinking, like, the only other club that's not linked with a signing is Tottenham. And they're about to get Thomas Frank in charge. So I'm panicking a little bit. Arsenal, have been linked with players in this tier list, so we're going to go through it all right now. Starting off, we're going to go with Zubimendi. A very good signing for Arsenal. I think he's a talented footballer. He was absolutely brilliant to watch yesterday in that 2-2 game against Portugal. He was unlucky not to be on the winning side. And normally he's known for his passing, for his dribbling. But what I saw from him yesterday was brilliant. The way he makes runs, late runs into the box, linking up play, looking to find a forward pass, trying to create chances. He'll be brilliant for Arsenal when we're needing a goal, when teams are sitting back, because this guy thinks forward. Overall, I think he'll be a very good signing. Up next, we're going to go with Kaoru Mitoma. Now, for me, I think he's a talented footballer. Definitely scored the goal of the Premier League last season. The way he just takes that touch delightfully against Trevor Chalobah, breezes past him with a second touch before curling the ball for a third. It reminded me of Dennis Bergkamp. I'm going to put him in meh for now. Up next to go, Frankie de Jong. Arsenal have always been linked with him. He's been at Barcelona for quite a few seasons. There's always talk of him leaving to fit Barcelona's selling point. They just sell players to buy players. He's always been on Arteta's radar. We've been linked with him for the past few years. Not as much this summer, but I'd also put him in a very good category because I think he's a talented player that would fit Arteta's style of play. Up next, we're going to go with Nkunku. Uninspiring. It's just another Chelsea player that's not done well at the club. But when he joins Arsenal, if he was to join Arsenal, he can become a very good player. He's balled out at Leipzig. He's been at PSG. He knows what it takes to be at a big club on the verge of something decent. But at the moment, he is in the uninspiring category. Another one that's uninspiring for me is Leroy Sané. This is a footballer that has become a bit popular at Bayern Munich. Brother, this guy was an 100-point player alongside Raheem Sterling and Kun Aguero under Pep Guardiola's Man City. Well, you all know what the talent he is capable of. His best game was against Arsenal in that 2-2 draw. He inspired Bayern Munich to get the penalty. He was causing Gabriel Saliba all kinds of issues. I think he grabbed an assist in that game as well. But, again, uninspiring. He's almost 30. He's past his prime. He's not first choice starter, but he is a free agent. Bayern are trying to keep him. He's been linked with Galatasaray and Fenerbahce. But for me, if he's going to be the main signing, it's not going to be dream signing. It'll be a meh. I'll be really disappointed. Another player that we've been linked with is Antoine Semenyo. Very good. If we could get him for £50 million, this Ghanaian player will be a superstar for Arsenal. What I like about Antoine Semenyo is his finishing capabilities. He's got raw shot power. He likes to take a player on, but he's two-footed. When you look at Trossard, for example, this guy done really well in a year and a half at Arsenal when he joined. He's trickily beat past defenders, but he's also scoring goals in big games with his left foot and his right foot. And Semenyo is a faster version of Trossard and has bigger potential than Trossard. He's been brilliant for Bournemouth, made brilliant impact coming off the bench for them against Arsenal. I think he'll be a very good transfer, and I will like this transfer. As a backup to Saka, you can't go wrong at right wing. As a player to make an impact off the bench at left wing, if players are tired, this guy can cause the defenders headache. So I think he'll be a very good signing. More so than Matoma, because I see Semenyo make the impact off the bench, and I've watched him in games where I was like, he's been the best player. And Bournemouth have a lot of talent. He's improved immensely under Iraola. But he's also 25 years old where, he's been in the league for a couple of years. He's still got a few more to go. So, for me, Antoine Semenyo is very good. But also into the very good category is Nico Williams. I do like him. I think he is a baller. When he is playing alongside the likes of Yamal, Zubimendi, etc., this guy's one of the best players in the whole team. Trickery, fantastic. Skillful. Got good eye for a goal. He was making a bit of an impact in yesterday's game against Portugal. This at the time of filming on Monday, the 9th of June. He was good. I think he's a talented prospect. Arteta's been wanting him for a very long time. But what gets me, not into the dream side, but in a very good category, is the amount of times we're waiting on him to make a decision to join Arsenal. I don't think he's fully committed to joining Arsenal. Whereas with Semenyo, he said the best stadium to play at is at the Emirates. With Zubimendi, he's rejected Liverpool in a favour of a move to Arsenal. The only problem is Real Madrid. Whereas with Nico Williams, there's every talk that he's going to sign a new contract at Bilbao. And that just makes me look at it and I'm like, make your decision. You've won trophies there. You've got them Champions League football. Stay or go. But he is still a very good player for Arsenal. And he would be an immense upgrade in the Premier League. And he'll be a better player. Like, if this guy was at Man City with Guardiola, he will simply displace Jeremy Doku. This guy will do immense numbers for Guardiola. So you can't just discount his caliber. Also, another very good signing for me is Victor Gyokeres. The goal tally speaks for itself. He's linked with a move to Man United as we speak. But the goals. Oh, he's grabbed 18 penalties. That's impressive. For a player to be so calm and composed in big situations to win them games from the spot, he's been part of it. He's scored the goals. Why would you not want a sharp shooting penalty taker that you could rely on to get goals? Also, he's balled out against Man City, who we play every year in the Premier League. So Gyokeres scares defenders. Very good signing for me. You go into it, you look at Sesko. Arsenal, this is the most promising transfer we've seen. Arsenal are already talks with him. He is Arteta's dream signing as a striker. I can't lie. I think if Arteta does get his man, I think he will do very well. It's the fact that Arteta has got the best out of Marino that excites me. The fact that everybody doubted Havertz in the season previous, yet in a title running, Havertz was contributing in big games. Assist against Man United, a goal and assist against Tottenham, 2 goals against Chelsea. But Sesko, raw talent, 21 years old, £60 million, balled out in the Bundesliga, he scored against Bayern, like he can contribute in big games. He's tall, he's classy in the air, he's even got an iconic celebration. So yeah, Benjamin Sesko for me, he'll go into the very good category. Another very good signing for me is Ollie Watkins. 29 years old, about to turn 30 very soon. He's been in the Premier League for 5 years now. Don't think he had his best half season at Villa, falling out of favour under Unai Emery as he chose Marcus Rashford in many of the games. But this guy's got a sharp eye for a goal. And if we can get him for £35 million, why won't he be a very good signing for Arsenal? Big game player. This is the guy that came off the bench to score the winning goal to get England into the final. He's a player that is clinical, caused Arsenal many a headache. If we can get him for £40 million, it's a very good signing. Up next, Marcus Rashford. I'm just going to put him in uninspiring. Expensive wages. out of favour at Man United. It's unlikely that Villa are going to sign him due to his injury concerns. If he was on 150 grand a week like Raheem Sterling, he would be in a very good, in a meh category even, because he's got raw shot power. He's still got that bit of pace, unlike Sterling, and he's a bit younger, but it just falls in the uninspiring category. If we could get him as a backup player, as part of the squad alongside these players, why not? I think he'll be good. I think he'll be good. I'm gonna put Semenyo here. I'm gonna put him here. De Jong here. Watkins there. Gyokeres. Zubimendi exciting. These players are very exciting to watch. Like I can't discount that. Up next, Igor Piaxel. I'm gonna put him in the meh category only because I've not seen much of him. If he does well at Arsenal, I'll be very happy. He's got 10 goals, I think 40 assists in the 30 games in the Eredivisie for Feyenoord. But he's not a player that I've really watched much of. Not a player that's getting into the national team of Brazil. Is he better than Martinelli? I'm not sure. So he'd go into the meh category. So yeah, Igor Piaxel, meh. Emiliano Martinez has become a transfer target for Arsenal for some reason. But this season at Villa, he's been shaky. That red card, very poor red card to give away. I don't think we need him in the dressing room, despite his good leadership qualities. He's just a player that brings a lot more noise off the field than on the field. I love Ryan that much for me just to put him and stay away. But yeah, with another goalie, with Kepa Balaga, I think this is a very good signing. £5 million for a backup goalkeeper, 30 years old, with tons of experience, having won Real Madrid a Champions League, played as a backup keeper. He also kept 8 clean sheets for Bournemouth in one of the most attacking teams last season. You know, playing with the likes of Zabani and Hoyson. He's done very well. Cannot discount him. Yes, he may have T-Rex hands. He's a flop at Chelsea. But we're not signing him for 70 million to put him here. We're signing him for 5 million, and I think he's a good player for a backup. Arda Güler next. Meh. I think he's a baller. I think he's talented. If we could get him on loan, that'd be a good signing. But he's gone under the radar of Real Madrid. And there's another Real Madrid transfer target that I really want. And that, guys, is Rodrygo. Yep. Yes. Rodrygo is my dream signing. I think people will put him in very good. People will compare him to Nico Williams. But what you get with Rodrygo is big game player. Guy that scored winning goals against Man City in the semi-finals of the Champions League. A guy that could twist up a defender at the left-hand side of the Real Madrid. A player that has been sort of underappreciated by the Los Blancos with Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. stealing the spotlight. I would love it if we got him. Not because he's like Alexis Sanchez where he was balling out for Barcelona. I think Rodrygo is at the peak of his career right now where he has something to prove, a point to prove under Mikel Arteta at Arsenal. We're a side that's very close to winning things. We need the X factor on that left-hand side, and I think Rodrygo could do it. While Nico Williams has done it for Spain at the Euros, he's yet to do it for Athletic Bilbao in the Champions League. If he'd done it in the Europa League or the Champions League, he would be up here. It's another talented baller, Rafael Leao. I'm not too convinced by him. 70 million, wanted out by AC Milan. He's a bit inconsistent, but he's got the skills and the trickery in the world. But I'm just not completely sold on him. He'll go to meh. Also, another player, this Greek footballer. I can't lie, I can't even remember his name. Uninspiring. I don't want a player that's there for the future. I need a guy that's going to settle in quickly. He gives me Fabio Vieira vibes, where he'll Zambi Lokonga vibes. He'll come in, be uninspiring, then he's on loan for the next few seasons. Up next, we're going to go with Mohamed Kudus. Before he joined Arsenal, he would have been a very good signing. But he stumbled at West Ham. I'm going to put him on the top of meh. The reason why, he can play in various positions. Arteta can get the best of him. He has Premier League experience now at West Ham. If we could get him for £30 million, very good. But the fact that he's got an 85 release clause doesn't scream very good signing to me. But I wanted him at Ajax. Meh. Jamal Musiala, he could come to Arsenal. I think we need to win a league and the Champions League for this to be proper possible. But he's one of Bayern Munich's best players. He's English. He's homegrown. Do you know what I mean? Although he plays for the German national team, this guy is absolutely incredible. I'll put him in my dream signing, although we are not linked with him at all. But just imagine Musiala in midfield at Arsenal. Or if we've got Erdegaard shining, he'll ball out at left wing or at right wing or even in the left side of midfield with Rice in DM. If Arsenal ended up signing him, Musiala on the back of the shirt would be phenomenal. My dream signing. But Bradley Barcola is another dream signing of mine. Watching him ball out as he came on off the bench to almost score an iconic goal was there. But is he a better player than Nico Williams? Is he a better player than Rodrygo? I'm not really too sure. But the idea of him coming to Arsenal would be exciting. We just got to watch this space. Imagine him with a full t-shirt. Woof! Yeah, very, very good. Very good signing. Last but not least, we're going to go back to the Isak. Come off it, man. It's very unlikely we're going to sign him, but he is my dream signing. He for me, deserves to be in the team of the season in the Premier League. Baller for Newcastle. Big game player, winning them that Carabao Cup. Very versatile, fast, strong, uses both feet. Menace for defenders at the back. He calls Van Dijk all kinds of problems. Every game he's played Liverpool, he's given Van Dijk tons of problems. He's given Saliba tons of problems. Yeah, that is my tier list. Let me know what you think. Like, I do like the idea that we're signing Kepa Sabalaga for 5 million. That's a backup goalkeeper that's already signed. That's learning off the last season's mistakes where we were trying to chase Joao Garcia for so long, only to end up with Neto. Kepa was an upgrade on Neto for Bournemouth, and he's now an upgrade on Neto for Arsenal. But yeah, if Sesko does fall out of favour, doesn't join Arsenal, and we do go for Gyökeres, he can be a fantastic signing. But my dream signing at left wing is Rodrygo, not Nico Williams. My dream signing in midfield is Musiala. Therefore, he fits into that category. I rather Isak than Sesko than Gyokeres because I've seen him do it in the Premier League. And for a side that hadn't won a trophy in 70 years. And yeah. Like, I'd be happy with any of these players that come in. I want them to do well. You know, if any of these players somehow joined Arsenal, I would want them to do well. But for me, it has to be getting a Rodrygo, a Sesko, Zubimendi. These are the three players we've been linked with the most. If we do get them, it is a generational transfer window that could win us the league title. Because that's what we got to think about, is winning the league title. Last season, we should have won the Premier League. We stumbled. We crushed out the Carabao. We done well to get into the semi-finals of the Champions League. But these players can give us that pedigree to win it. Be it a backup option. Like, if we had Watkins coming on off the bench for a Sesko, for a Havertz, he could get goals. You know, I still regret Arsenal not getting Watkins in the January transfer window. But yes, people, that is the end of the video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Who is your dream signing? But yes, in a bit, people. In a bit. I'm out.